Damn camera. Hope everybody's having a great day. I don't care my hair is messed up. Oh well, life goes on. I hope you're all out enjoying yourselves and people around you. A weekend is a good thing to have, obviously. Whether you're retired or not, it is really important to just relax sometimes, kick back, see what's going on in life, and not worry too much. Sometimes we get so engulfed in what we're doing, we forget how to have fun or we forget family members or whatever because we get so tied up in things on a constant basis. That's just normal. But we always have to catch ourselves and go back to what we should be doing. That's peanut butter and honey. But mostly I'm getting on here something called ethics. You know, once again, you can have 100,000 different views of ethics. But is ethics more important to you than money? Or is money more important to you than ethics? We sometimes kind of confuse ourselves between the two of them and we don't get it. But when you have ethics, you have more of an open mind on what's going on than when you don't. Ethics should drive 99.9% of what we do. When we forget what ethics are, we are in a bad shape ourselves. Because we all get greedy with money, okay? Let's face it. But we catch ourselves because of ethics. Now, there's some people out there that throw ethics aside and forget about anything else. They will put money over ethics because what they are really doing when they get so greedy with money, and by the way, I hope everybody goes out and makes as much money as they can, but you can do it ethically. But greed always sets in, and then the has no ethics and goes out and runs over people to get their money. What they are really saying is they are putting themselves above anybody else. They're actually even putting God secondary to money because the money will become a part of their life. That money will become their God because they have no ethics. You can go out and make a lot of money and have ethics. You can go out and make a lot of money and have no ethics. And sometimes not having ethics puts you down the wrong path you shouldn't be. Ethics does guide us, whether we like it or not. Ethics will guide us through whatever we do. We will be looking at 100 things ethic wise, and sometimes we'll go, geez, I don't care about ethics. I want that. Then you next time you'll go, well, my ethics will not let me do that. Our minds always go to not having ethics. We have to control our minds and go with the fact that ethics does play a part in our lives and should play a part in our lives. If we did not have ethics, we would not have nothing. I'm sorry, a lot of people would say, no, no, no. Ethics should always be secondary because you can't do things when you have ethics. You know, you're right. You can't do a lot of things if you don't have ethics. Doesn't make what you're doing right because who hasn't worked around or been around people like that they actually their ethics was secondary to everything else they do. In other words, and I've argued this with people before. I have said a lot of people that have a lot of money and has money over anything in this world, they are actually using money as God. Think about that. If you're doing that, you have the money way up here and you're putting it over God. That means you're thinking the money is God. And if you don't believe in God, that money is still up here and ethics is way down here. Either way, I've seen and I've worked with people that their ethics were bad, not only on money, just general things. Ethics have this bad idea of taking a back seat to everybody. I don't know why, but it happens. We have to learn that ethics needs to come first. Ethics should not come last. Because, like I said at the beginning, when you have ethics and what you're doing, you accomplish more and you have more of an open mind. When when you put money over ethics, your mind is closed to the money, nothing else. You will even sacrifice friends to keep your money. So that is putting God over money, or money over God, excuse me. But ethics needs to really play a part in everything we do. If we don't have ethics, our prisons would even be more full than they are. If we didn't have ethics, we would be getting to everybody's throat, if you know what I mean, because there is no ethics. You will cut somebody's throat, not literally, but figuratively, to get that money. If you have friends and you don't have the ethics, when you get questioned because you have money, you will sacrifice your friends for that money because you are putting money above God. The money becomes your God. It's a sad place we have gotten into here. Very much a sad place. When we forget about ethics, we are a miserable person. If you are one of them that come on here and your ethics are low, but your high is money, you know, you are will become a miserable person to yourself. You will become an enemy of yourself because you do not know how to control things. Because without ethics, your control is only one way. When you don't care about people, life, there's a problem. When you are willing to sacrifice money over ethics, your family will even suffer. You may not think so. You can say, well, I'm throwing this money at them, that'll be okay. No, you're sacrificing other things for that money. Money cannot replace God. Ethics on everything we do, and let's get off the money for a minute. Just if you go out and do something, if you have no ethics, you could wind up being somewhere where you don't want to. When you're using ethics to make up your mind upon something, then you may see a difference from ethics to money or ethics to the right thing to do. You know, ethics is a dirty word to a lot of people. And I'm not just talking about money, because ethics can bring a other person down. If you hate them and think they are a disgusting human being and have no compassion whatsoever, that ethics you do not have will show. When you go out there and hurt people intentionally, that says you don't have ethics. Ethics is having compassion for others, loving others, being with others, and showing that love and compassion. If you have no ethics, good chance you don't have compassion or love either. You have to make up your mind whether you want to love or you want with ethics or you want to say you love somebody. Well, you really don't because you don't have ethics. Sounds dumb, but it's true. When you put ethics below love, you're just wrong. Well, I'm not saying that in a bad way, but ethics and love come together and it's one. If you do not have ethics, neither one will apply to you because you don't want to have ethics. You do not want to be this good person. You do not want to go out and help others. You do not want to show compassion. You do not want to be that good person that stands out and not be a bully because all that takes ethics. If you have no ethics, you'll be the bully, you'll be the narcissist, and you will take people down as you're going along in life. You will be a miserable person with inside you because of what you are doing. So, ethics does play a part in everything we do. You may not think it does, but it really does. Is it ethical to sacrifice your children's well being for yourself? If you're doing that, you have no ethics. Is ethics not important to you for your family and friends? Is ethics so bad that you have to put it on the back burner because of money and greed? Money and greed will take you down quicker than anything. Money and greed is the money part. If you go out and make it, all the more power to you. I don't criticize anybody for going out and making money, but they still can have ethics in doing that. How many times have you seen an ethical person stand up and do what is right? An ethical person will do that. Somebody without ethics will join in destroying others because destroying others takes no ethics, and you might get a little bit more money by not having ethics. And people will do that. They will sacrifice themselves. Hi, Riker. But ethics should always play a part in what we do. We should never put ethics on the back burner. Um, Now, sometimes the kids, let's face it, our ethics with our siblings sometimes don't exist, but that's natural and that changes. But how many times have you seen somebody that has sacrificed for the fact that they want more money or more prestige and give on the ethics that exist out there? Because they don't like ethics. If you're a bad person, the last thing in the world you want to do is have ethics. Because if you're a bad person, you will realize at some point the ethics need to apply to you. But if you're a bad person, you won't look at it that way. Ethics will be the last thing on your mind. I've seen people come and go that sacrifice their ethics because they thought they were going to get rich, or they didn't need ethics because they could dictate to what other people do. Guess what? It don't work that way. In the short term, it will work. The long term, it will not. Oh, I'm having a great day. Just sat back, enjoying life. Went and had my coffee at the truck stop. Come home. I went to the grocery store and got a few things. Now I'm just relaxing, having fun. We sometimes forget how to have fun. And that's the truth. We go along and We don't want to have fun for whatever reason. And I know people like that though. If you tell them something positive, they will automatically go negative on you because that's just the type of people they are. They just don't want to have fun. They don't want to enjoy life. Their life is so miserable within inside them. And it goes back to ethics too. But they forget ethics because their life is not so miserable and they don't know how to react or they forgot how to react. At one point they did know. But they hate themselves so bad they've sacrificed having ethics to gain bullies. What I mean by a bully, they've given up ethics and rather be a bully, a narcissist, because they have to be right. They give up their ethics. So that's out the door. They have to, now they're playing by their rules, not the rules of life. It's a shame when this happens. It's sad when it happens that ethics no longer plays a part. I hope all of us have at least a little bit of ethics in what we are doing. Think about it. If we have ethics, our lives are better off, our families are better off, the people around us are better off when we have ethics. That's all I had to say. Thanks for being here. Hope you enjoy it. I know I'll get more at the end, but I'll stay here just a couple more minutes. But I love y'all and have a great day. Have a great weekend.